Howdy, gang, and welcome to another pre recorded video. I didn't think that this one warranted doing a live stream, so I'm doing a pre recorded one. Not sure what's going on with the internet. Hopefully, it popped off there now. I've noticed that sometimes when I get on here to do things, and now StreamYard has where you can do local recordings in 4K resolution. So hopefully this one will look extra good. And I think screen sharing is going to be bumped up in resolution as well, which I'm going to be doing tonight on this video. But I wanted to show a few things. And, some people are probably going to laugh at this first thing I show. And this is okay. And I wanted to introduce my friend Jack here. He's hanging out with me. I may have him hanging out for any of the streams and videos I do leading up to Halloween. I don't know why I didn't think to use good old Jack before, but I was thinking about it tonight, and I was like, well, it's a way to give extra light and also have a seasonal prop with me. So say hello to Jack, guys and gals. But what I was getting to, and I'll get to this here in a second, you guys may notice that this is new. Before we get to the pre-Scarefest breakdown, and I want to apologize too for not getting a bunch of content out. I've just been, I don't know. I've not been focusing on things that I probably should have focused on, and I apologize to the Scarefest promoters for not doing more of my part to promote the convention, which I will be attending Saturday only. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna promise, but I'm gonna try to get some footage from actually within the convention, within Scarefest. Hopefully I can do that. Horror Hound. I think I was focused so much on my photo op with Robert England, and that took precedence over everything. And for that, I apologize as well. But I did get before and after. I want to get before and after, like me and Steve going to Scarefest, me and Steve coming back from Scarefest, right? So, but before I get to that, I wanted to show you a few things. And some people may laugh because they say, oh, that looks lousy, Dana. Why would you show that? Well, for one thing, I like to help people out. If they're thinking about doing some of the same things that I'm doing as far as a small business venture or something like that, you want to know the pitfalls that you can fall into, right? And let me tell you guys and gals, I've seen people that have been doing this for a long time and they make mistakes. Okay. And this was my first attempt at pressing some hats. I made one for my good friend Chris, who sometimes is on these streams and videos with me. All right, I'll raise that up a little bit. And I made one for myself. Now, first of all, I've decided I never, ever, ever, ever want to take my heat press apart again, because it was an act of Congress to get it apart. One, because I took the wrong part off of it and realized, oh, I need that part, so I got to put this back on. And two, because it's just a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt to take it apart. It's a pain in the butt to put it back together. And I had to have Steve's assistance. So what I was doing was attempting to press hats and press designs on them. And I have decided from this moment on that I'm not going to just yet put hats as available on the shop. I was, but this is why I practice first and try things out first, right? And I'm not charging Chris anything for this hat. I wasn't to begin with, but I certainly wouldn't now, right? Um, so, um, in the event that the shop starts getting more revenue, I promised Steve that I wouldn't just run out and purchase just a hat press. But I think that a dedicated hat press is what I need to be able to do the hats the way I want to do them. Because either I was doing too much pressure, not enough pressure, too much heat, or not enough heat. Because unlike the t-shirts, which when I take the butcher paper off, I can see the design coming through the back of the sublimation paper. I couldn't see that with these hats. Okay. So I'm going to show you them. And the thing that I was most disappointed with is the colors were muted. As you can see with the t-shirt, the colors are not muted, but with the hat, they were. Okay. So this is the thing hat, and you can see how light, the or the in the thing is, and the light shining on it is not making it any better. I mean, it looks kind of vintage, kind of retro, but it was not what I was expecting, and I was not impressed. Okay. So my first thought was, well, there's a lot of light blue in this. Maybe when I do my Evil Dead one with the bold reds and blacks, maybe that's the thing. Maybe I need to adjust the colors on this if I do this again, right? Okay, so let me show you. This one also turned out light. Not at all like it looked on my computer screen, which the shirt designs usually look like when I press them on the shirt, they look like they did on the computer screen. But again, you can see that this is very, very light. So again, I was not impressed. Also, I don't know if y'all noticed it. You probably did. Around it, where I've cut around it, you can see a little line. I don't think that's actually ghosting, but it may have been that I was pressing too much. And that's what happened. Um, and you can hear my heat press cooling down. It's slowly cooling down. Um, but, it's not a total loss. I could see myself wearing this hat, and I may wear it on some streams. But I think for future reference, and that's not to say that somebody can't use a multi-use heat press like I've got, like a 5-in-1 or an 8-in-1 or whatever, and get good hat images. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for me, I think it would be better and easier if I had a dedicated hat press. So the hats are not quite going to be making their way to the shop as soon as I thought they were. Got to do a little tweaking and stuff like that, and the heat press will not be taken apart anymore. If I do the hats, it's going to have to be a dedicated hat press. So I can do the mugs, I can do the tumblers, because I don't have to take my heat press apart to do that. I just have to unplug the plates, plug in the mug and tumbler press. Okay. So, and I've already tried to do that, and it worked out magnificently. I did a stainless steel tumbler for my aunt with her dogs on it, and she really, really liked it. So, it's always good to practice, and to determine what your game plan is going to be moving forward before you just, point blank put something out on your shop if you have an online shop to sell. Okay. Now, moving on to something that turned out beautifully. Now, you may say, didn't you do one of these on a different color shirt? Yes, I did. However, something must have happened, and the colors did not turn out nearly this vibrant. I'm really in love with how this turned out. And the first time I washed it, almost all the color came out. And that was the first time it happened. I was so confused, and I thought it was because I put one of those dryer balls in there, which I'm not going to say that that didn't help it. So there was another shirt that I must have done the same thing, the same wrong thing with, and that was the It Just Doesn't Matter positivity and empowerment and positivity, or positivity empowerment on YouTube, with Bill Murray's face from Meatballs in it. I bought that shirt at Target. The rest of these shirts I bought from Amazon, but this one I bought from Target, and it almost completely washed out the first time I washed it. I'm like, okay, there must have been something going on with those two designs the first time around. But this one, I'm proud to say, this one looks more like it should have in the beginning. And this is a 50% cotton, 50% polyester blend shirt. I did one more, and I can run back and actually, I did one for Steve, but I got the image a little crooked on it. So that was a Jack Burton design. I don't think I'll show it because I told him I'm going to get you another tank top, and I'm going to make sure the image is straight that time. The design turned out good, but I don't think that that's one I need to show until it looks a little better. Now, yeah, I said I was showing my mistakes, but that was the one with the Jack Burton design was a Dana's just not paying attention type of thing. Okay. And so that can hopefully be remedied very quickly the next time I do one. So I'm going to remove myself from this video, this recording, and I will be right back. Actually, I'm not. Actually, I'm just going to pause this so y'all don't have to sit and have dead space. So we're just going to pause the recording. Okay. Now, this is the one, this is the alternate. This is like the spooky dog design, where you can see that some of our characters are a little bit different on here. One of them has a Freddy sweater and Freddy glove. One has the dog has a skull spot on it. And this is the new Spooky Dog movies, guest starring Kane Hodder. And this is actually the shirt I'm going to wear to Scarefest because Kane Hodder is going to be there. So hopefully, I can get a chance to get up there and talk to Kane Hodder. Maybe he'll notice this shirt. But I just wanted to show you guys that one because this is one I worked on today as well. Let y'all look at that. All right. So I will be right back. I am back. Now we're going to get into the Scarefest stuff, which is the matter at hand, right? So I am going to share my screen with everybody. Okay. Let me take a look here and see. Let's make this bigger so you guys can see this. And this is, like my thumbnail says, for more info, visit scarefestweekend.com, and you can go there yourself and see all of this that I'm going to show you guys and gals today. As you can see, or hopefully see here, let me see if you can see that. Yes. Okay. That the weekend pass is sold out. The weekend plus pass is sold out, and the VIP pass is sold out. They still evidently have Friday passes, Saturday passes, and Sunday passes. Okay. So let's look at the tickets just first off here. So if you're planning on going on Friday, this is $30 plus a $3.77 fee. Okay. This one day admission gets you access to the convention and the celebrity floor for Friday only. This pass includes access to all free seminar panels and workshops and film festival screenings held on this day. Special ticketed events not included. First responders and military are eligible for free admission this day with a valid ID. So that's something to think about if you are a first responder or military. Saturday admission is $40 plus a $4.43 fee. This one day admission gets you access to the convention and celebrity floor for Saturday only. This pass includes access to all free seminar panels and workshops and film festival screenings held on this day. Special ticketed events not included. Sunday admission, which traditionally is a slower day. And there's a little moth or something flying around here. I'm not sure about Scarefest because I don't think I've been to Scarefest on a Sunday in a long, long time, in many years. So I'm not sure how it is now. But traditionally at conventions, Sunday is a little bit slow. This is, they're going to have Kids Day events all day. This one day admission gets you access to the convention and celebrity floor for Sunday only. The weekend pass, which is sold out, when you could get it, it was $75 plus a $6.75 fee. That's 3-day admission, gets you access to the convention and celebrity floor for all 30 days during regular convention hours, access to all free seminar panels and workshops and film festival screenings held all weekend. Now, there's going to be some special ticketed events I'll let you know about here. There's going to be Matthew Lillard whiskey tasting for $180 plus a $8.68 fee. Join us for a night of whiskey and fun with Matthew Lillard. Indulge in a selection of fine whiskeys featuring tastings of Rogue and Warlock. Each attendee will receive an exclusive signed print and exclusive whiskey glass and the chance to take a selfie with Matthew. Notice that says a chance to take a selfie with Matthew. Location will be emailed to ticket holders prior to the event. This is Sunday at 7 p.m. Of course, because there's whiskey involved, it is a 21 plus event. Talk Scary to Me podcast live. $120 plus $5.51 fee. Talk Scary to Me podcast hosted live by the lovely Danielle Harris and Scout Taylor Compton. The show will be held immediately after the end of the convention on Saturday at 8 p.m. and will last approximately 1.5 hours. In addition to attendance during the show, you will also receive a merch bag from Danielle and Scout, as well as selfies. Platinum ticket holders receive $10 off. Please email Adrienne at thescarefest.com for your personalized code. This event is recommended to be 18 plus. Casualty Friday podcast live is $120 plus a $5.51 fee. First time ever event, Casualty Friday live with your horror icons, ghosts Tiffany Shepis, Felissa Rose, and Kane Hodder. Join us Friday night, immediately following the convention, for a live recording of the show featuring a special guest. Including your ticket is admission for one, a goodie bag from the host, and a selfie after the event. Wipe the blood off the water cooler. It's Casualty Friday. There's going to be a celebrity ghost hunt for $85 plus $4.43. Scarefest Weekend is excited to feature this celebrity ghost hunt with your host, Rob Thompson and Dave Schrader. The tour will start on Friday night on the grounds of the Living Arts and Science Center, first constructed in 1847. You will learn about the building grounds and have a chance to explore and search for any paranormal activity firsthand. The building has 2 floors, which are accessible by wheelchair, as well as an attic and basement, which are only accessible by stairs. Approximate start time will be 9:15 p.m., and approximate duration is 2 hours. Scarefest volunteers and platinum ticket holders, please email Adrienne at thescarefest.com for your discount code. Now, there are some of these that are sold out. So, the ones that are sold out are Dinner with Greg Nicotero. That was a private dinner, or will be a private dinner at Lexington's Nick and Norman's restaurant with legendary special makeup effects artist, television producer, and director Greg Nicotero. So I'm not going to go into real detail about these because they are sold out. Killers on the Rocks, exclusive celebrity event, small group tour with Kane Hodder, Felissa Rose, R.A. Mihailoff, and Steve Knapp, tasting Kentucky bourbon that was distilled right down the street from where Scarefest is held every year. That was $150 plus a $6.44 fee. Congratulations, those people that got tickets for those things. And a VIP party add-on. $20 plus $2.41 fee. That is also sold out. It's an 18-plus event. Saturday VIP party with Scarefest guests, DJ performances, and live music from Ari Lehman versus Jason. Okay? So, that's a little bit about that. And I'm thinking Darcy is wanting to go out. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause this once again, folks. All right. Okay. And I am back. Once again, I probably should tell you that in case you're not familiar with Scarefest, that this will take place October 18th through the 20th at the Central Bank Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Okay? And to get back to, let's get to the guests because that's always important, right? So let's take a look at the guest. And we've had a few cancellations, so I'm going to go over those with you guys and gals as well. So, Michael Baldwin, or Michael Baldwin, however you know him, will be in attendance. Adam Green, Alex Vincent, Amanda Bierce. There's going to be a lot of people here, gang. Andrew Hubitzek, and if you're wondering who the heck is that, if you don't notice from the pictures back there, he played Zelda in Pet Sematary, the original Pet Sematary. Scared the crap out of a lot of us growing up. I want to meet the guy, but oh Lord, I hope he doesn't do any Zelda stuff. Ari Lehman, who was indeed the first Jason. That's also the name of his band as well. Barbie Wild, Bill Johnson, Billy Zane, Bill Thornberry, Bob Elmore, Philip Adrian Booth, and Christopher St. Booth. Brad Grinquist. I want to meet this dude too. He played Paxcal in the original Pet Sematary. Bradley Fowler, Brett Wagner, Carl Toop, Carl York. I want to meet this guy. Some people might say, oh Lord, why? But he was in the immortal Cannibal Holocaust. I've seen interviews with the guy. The guy's not a monster. I want to talk to him. I'd really like to talk to him. Caroline Williams, Charles Band, Chris Sarandon. They're going to have the Christine car. You can get your picture taken with Christine. Me and Steve did that a few years back. Christine Elise, CJ Graham, Mr. Clive Barker. I have heard that this might be Clive Barker's, very well be his last convention or last public appearance. The Creeper Truck is also going to be there. You can get your picture taken with the Creeper Truck. Mr. Courtney Gaines. I want to meet Courtney Gaines too. Dale Midkiff. I want to meet this guy because most everything I've seen Dale Midkiff in, he's just so dreamy and so, he's not a bad guy. There was only one movie where I was like, but I've heard that Dale Midkiff is a real sweetheart, so I want to meet him. Danielle Harris, Dave Schrader, Dave Sheridan, Dave Tango, David Naughton. I'd really like to meet David Naughton. I don't know how long my money's going to hold out, though, folks. But there's a whole heck of a lot of people I want to meet. Dee Wallace. I'd like to meet Dee Wallace. I'd like to meet Denise Crosby. But like I said, I felt weird. I did that one time with Tom Atkins. I went up and I met him and shook his hand and didn't get an autograph or a picture or anything. And it just felt weird. It just felt wrong. So I don't do that anymore. Derek Mears, Devon Sawa. Devon Sawa will be there only Saturday and Sunday. So if you're wanting to meet Devon Sawa, be there Saturday or Sunday. Dick Warlock, Don Coscarelli, Dorothy Fielding, Dustin Perry. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Miss Felissa Rose, one of the sweetest ladies ever. Gigi Bannister, Reggie Bannister's wife, and a special makeup effects person in her own right. Gloria Lynn Henry, Mr. Greg Nicotero. I want to meet Greg Nicotero as well. He is also only appearing Saturday and Sunday. Grim Life Collective. He's a really cool guy. I watch a lot of his videos that he does. And they are really, really cool. But he is going to be there. Heather Donahue, James Jude Courtney, James DeBello, Jamie Kennedy, Jeff Brockton, Jeff Daniel Phillips, Mr. John Franklin. I'd like to meet John Franklin too. John Cassier, who was always the voice of the Crypt Keeper. John Philbin, Jonathan Breck, Jonathan Stark, Miss Jordan Ladd, Joshua Leonard, Mr. Kane Hodder. I'm wanting to go up and talk to Kane Hodder again. Miss Kathy Lester, Ken Page. Well, this is actually going to be in memory of Ken Page. They're going to have it in memory because unfortunately, Mr. Page passed away September 30th, 2024. So they're going to have a memorial for him. Lee Waddell, Leo Rossi, Lynn Eastman, Mark Burnham, Marley Shelton, Matthew Lillard, Mike Aloisi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He's the guy that did Unmasked with Kane Hodder. I'd kind of like to talk to him too. Miko Hughes, Michael C. Williams, Jeff Headley, and Willie McQuillan from Mountain Monsters, Nicholas Vince, Nick Castle, Perry Shin, the founder of Scarefest, Miss Patty Starr. She's a really sweet lady. I met her a few years back. R.A. Mihailoff, Mr. Reggie Bannister, Richard Brake, Rick Hurst, Rob Thompson, who is a spirit medium, And Rick Hurst, like, this is the first convention around here or around close by that I have seen him at. Of course, was in Brain Damage. Robert Pendergraft, Roger L. Jackson, Rose McGowan, Sarah Scott Davis, Scott Tepperman, Scout Taylor Compton, Sean Whalen, Shannon Elizabeth, Simon Bamford, Skeet Ulrich, Stephen Jeffries, Steve Gonsalves, Steve Knapp or Nape, Tiffany Shepis, Tom Holland, Tom Morga, Tyler Main, Warrington Gillette, and William Ragsdale. Also, Calypso's going to be there. Cosplay for a Cause Foundation. Special music by D-Mike. Fang Smith and comedian Horror Show Jack. Artist Jason Shepard. Panel moderator Joe Lewis. Artist Joel Robinson. Author and musician John Wayne Communale. Probably pronouncing that wrong. Blacksmith of Horror Mark Phillips from Nightmares Unlimited. Artist Terrence Muncie. Wes Forsyth. The Western Kentucky Ghostbusters. Wicked Beard. Evil Nate and Black Dahlia. Now to get to the cancellations, okay? Serena Vincent canceled. Dermot Mulroney canceled. Phil Fondacaro canceled. And sadly, all these others are sad too, but I was really looking forward to meeting Joe Dante. Unfortunately, this is the second cancellation. He also had to cancel Wonderfest as well. I hope Mr. Dante is doing well, and hopefully I'll get to meet him at a later date. And Jonathan Shake, I think. Okay, so that is the guest and the people that have unfortunately had to cancel. Oops, that was not good. Hold on. Didn't mean to do that to you folks. Okay, here we go. Now we're back. All right. So you may be wondering about the celeb photo ops. All right, let's take a look at this. Here's photo op ticket sales schedule. Doesn't look like it's available. All right. If you want a picture with A. Michael Baldwin, Friday session A, $65. Saturday session A is also $65. I don't think it's going to make any difference. So if Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, if you want a photo op with A. Michael Baldwin, it's going to cost you $65. Adam Green photo op for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is $55. Alex Vincent, only Saturday and Sunday, $65 both days. Okay. Amanda Bierce, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is $55. Andrew Hubatsek, sorry, dude. Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, $65. Ari Lehman, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is $65. Barbie Wild, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is $65. Bill Johnson in costume, Friday, Saturday, or Friday and Saturday is $85. Bill Thornberry photo op, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is $55. Billy Zane, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is $80. Bob Elmore, Friday, Saturday in costume is going to be $75. Friday, not in costume, is $55. Sunday, it doesn't say in costume, but it's $75. So the only way you're going to get Bob Elmore cheap or cheaper is Friday, and that's going to be out of costume, and that's $55. Brad Greenquist, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is $65. Brett Wagner in costume, Saturday is $65. Sunday is $65 as well. Caroline Williams in costume, Friday is $85. In costume, Saturday, $85. And Sunday in costume is also $85. Charles Band, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is $70. Chris Sarandon, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is $65. Frankly, I was surprised at that. I was thinking that Chris Sarandon would be higher. Christina Lease, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is $65. Sorry about that little pop up there, gang. Clyde Barker, I can't talk. Clyde Barker, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is $100. Now, the word I was hearing was if you meet Clyde Barker at his table, I think he will have a mask. You will have to wear a mask. If you do the photo op with him, nobody's wearing a mask. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do that. But evidently, Mr. Barker has got some health issues where the mask is needed at his table. Okay. So, CJ Graham, Friday, $65. In costume on Saturday is $85, and Sunday is $65. Courtney Gaines, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is $65. Dale Midkiff, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, $65. Danielle Harris, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is $75. Dave Sheridan, Friday and Saturday and Sunday is $85. I'm not going to go through every one of these, but I'm going to encourage you to I'm just kind of trying to give you a feel for what these prices are going to be. David Naughton, Friday, Saturday, is $65. Friday, David Naughton with prop set at Blackgate Studios booth photo op is $70. On Saturday, it's $70. Sunday, it's $70. A regular photo op on Sunday is $65. Okay. And this is the last one I'm gonna do. And then you're on your own for the rest of them because I don't want to just sit here and be just reading stuff off to y'all. D Walls photo op, Friday session A, $70, Saturday, $70, and Sunday, $70. So feel free to check out scarefestweekend.com if you want to look into photo ops for someone that I did not talk about. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the vendors, shall we? Let's see who the vendors are going to be. Blackgate Studios. Whoops. Blackgate Studios. Bonehead. Fright Nights, Kentucky. Gun. Lex Live. Rue Morgue. Joel Robinson. The Art of Terrence Muncie. I don't know if some of these things are like just sponsors. Time Warp, uh, Wicked World, Trick or Treat Studios is going to be their game. And here's some featured vendors: The Art of Joel Robinson and Violet Lazar, Arthur Nick Brown, Be Good the Artist, The Blue Lotus Apothecary, Blythe's Paranormal Productions, Central Kentucky Mystical Market, Cosplay for a Cause, Dark Corner Collectibles, Da Bombs, Doomsday's Crypt, EL Books, Eugene Clark's Big Daddy Zombie Productions, The Game King, Glamgoria, Gorgeous Girls, Haley's Handmaids, Hedwig Hall, Horror Show Jack, I'm Psychic Michael and Sheila K. Fine Art, The Inner Geek and Lexington Comic and Toy Con, Jason Shepard Artwork, John Wayne is Dead. That's interesting. Joshua Thunderbird Art, Licks, Mama Growing Magic, MK Paranormal Ghost Walk of Lexington, Pals, Pops, and More, Spellbound, Spirit Mechanics, Strawberry Moon Arts and Oddities, Time Bomb Toys, Time Warp Toy Matrix, Trick or Treat Studios, Fantastic Horror Shop, Western Kentucky Ghostbusters, Witch Head Designs. There's also going to be a Scarefest Ink Tattoo Expo. There's going to be a film festival. And let's go over a little bit of the FAQ, or frequently asked questions, okay? So these are some of the things that people might ask. What are your hours? We don't always get this posted prominently on the website, but since it hasn't changed in the last 15 years, we thought it would be safe to include it here. Friday, 3 p.m. VIP and black carpet, 4 p.m. general admission, 9 p.m. convention floor closes. Saturday, 10 a.m. VIP admission, 11 a.m. general admission, 8 p.m. convention floor closes. Sunday, 10 a.m. VIP admission, 11 a.m. general admission, 5 p.m. convention floor closes. Can kids come? Yes. We do our best to maintain a family-friendly atmosphere on the convention floor. We even devote Sunday to sponsoring activities to entertain the kids. That being said, we cannot guarantee that none of our vendors will have items that someone might find objectionable, and some of the cosplay can get a bit risque. Treat us like you would a PG movie. Sometimes specific seminars will have age limits left to the discretion of the presenter. Do kids get in free? Yes, it has been our long-standing policy that kids 12 years of age and under get floor admission absolutely free, no pass required. This does not apply to any paid events outside the general admission, though. Are you handicap accessible? The convention center is handicap accessible, and we make every effort to keep our aisles wide to assist in traffic flow. As far as celebrity lines, that is usually left up to the celebrity, but we suggest that you bring your particular limitations to the attention of one of our security or staff members so that any help can be rendered. We have no control over the accessibility of off-site events, but we'll try to forward information regarding this as it is available. Neither the convention center nor we have had mobility devices at our disposal for rent or loan in the past. However, starting in 2024, we have partnered with Mobility Plus to bring you scooters, power chairs, and manual wheelchairs for rent. Please contact them in advance with your needs at 859-523-0993. Where can I eat? That's a big thing, right? Actually, we are going to eat at the Mongolian Grill, or that is the plan. Me and Steve and Candace and Chris. But their short answer is everywhere. The newly renovated Lexington Center has a catering company that will offer a variety of food and drink, kiosks right here, both on the convention floor, with even more choices, just a short ride down one level on the escalator. In the event that concession stand food, the kiosks really do have many good options. It's not up to your standards. We strongly encourage you to walk across the street to Lex Live's Game Day Sports Bar and check out their offerings. And if you want even more variety, it is the 21st century. Walk outside and Google restaurants near me on your phone. Many great choices are within a short walk. But and we cannot stress this enough, when you eat at any Lexington restaurant, be sure to mention that you're in town for the Scarefest Horror and Paranormal Convention. Now, I don't know if that means that you'll get a discount. I'm not sure what that means. Can I still buy Scarefest merchandise after this event is over? Maybe, maybe not. Much of our Scarefest merchandise is offered as a one-time souvenir item. T-shirts in our current year's design almost always sell out down to a few odd sizes. We usually try to pre-sell as much as possible so that we can best gauge what sizes we need. But we always end up with only a couple of sizes left over. Can I really get a tattoo while I'm at the con? Absolutely. We bring in some of the most talented and reputable tattoo artists in the region for the Scarefest. Their booths are carefully and constantly monitored and inspected for cleanliness and health code adherence. So if you're looking to get a tattoo, you can get it this weekend. What does my ticket get me into? All passes get you access to the expo floor and all of our seminars and celebrity panels and Q&As. VIP level passes also gain early access to the expo floor. Some off-site or special events may not be included with your ticket. For example, only VIP level passes get access to our VIP party. All passes will get you into our film festival screenings. Please watch individual event website postings for clarity. Okay, this is important to a lot of people. Where is the closest ATM? ATMs and cash availability have always been a problem for us, especially since so many celebrities and even some vendors do not accept credit cards. The center recently added ATMs, which will be located around the floor in pre-function areas. The information booth should be able to guide you to them. We hope this helps. Another question, do the vendors take credit cards? Most do nowadays, but some don't. That is totally up to the individual vendors. Center-provided services such as concessions and parking no longer accept cash to add to the confusion. It's always a good idea to have extra cash on hand lest that special item eludes you. Does the convention center accept cash? Oddly, no. The Central Bank Center has a no cash policy. That always seemed a little weird to me, but why is why, I guess. While we think this is a wildly bad policy, see, even Scarefest does. It is what it is. The concessions, parking, and anything else that they control requires using a credit card or a debit card, folks, in case you were like me and almost went ballistic thinking they had to have a credit card. Where do you park? Okay, that's a good question, and we are darn happy you asked. Lexington, Kentucky is not known for its availability of visible parking spaces. It's not that they aren't there, they just aren't really marked all that well. In reality, there are over 10,000 parking spaces within easy walking distance of the convention center. Eventually, the reconstruction of the center will include a convenient parking garage next door. Until that is finished, everyone's first choice is the High Street lot in front of Rupp Arena and the convention center. But since that can get filled up during peak times, here are some resources that should help. And I don't know what my husband's doing in here, but I don't know if Darcy's ready to come in or not. So on the Scarefest weekend site, there is a Central Bank Center parking map and a Lex Park with some information. Now, Steve can tell you that you have to pay big money, right, Steve, to park
it's like almost $10, ain't it? I think it's $10.
Yeah, and you can't use cash. And I believe that's the High Street, the High Street lot. I think you used to could park there and it was free, but like they say, it is what it is. You gotta just go with the flow. Um, which brings us to the next question. Do I have to pay to park? Welcome to the big city. Yes, most of the downtown public parking has a charge. The convention center parking lot is run by an independent contractor, and we have no say in what they charge. So you can't blame Scarefest for that, folks. What is your weapons policy? This should be a no brainer, but our fans love to get very slashing and pointy objects autographed. If you have anything that constitutes or can be confused with a real weapon, please check it in with a member of our security and they will instruct you on what you can and can't do. Usually, they will instruct you to keep it wrapped, get it signed, and then return it to your car or hotel room immediately, which I think is excellent advice. Absolutely no firearms are permitted in the convention center. That should be a no brainer as well. Can I bring my pet? A pet of any kind. While our staff is loaded with animal lovers and even some farmers, please understand that a convention hall loaded with thousands of visitors is not the best place for your pet. Most pets are not really into the convention scene anyway. Plus, we often have a charity come in that brings a wolf with it, and well, you get the picture. But they do allow service animals. Okay. Here's some celebrity frequently asked questions. When will the professional photo ops go on sale? Well, as we can see, they are on sale now. They say expect midsummer. We usually try to get at least half of our celebrities announced before we start selling photo ops. This is mostly to save labor. Also, we understand that people have limited budgets and might have to make a choice between celebrity A or celebrity B. We think it is better if you know about B before you purchase A. Also, group and reunion photo ops, those with more than one celebrity, often change as guests are added. Every time we add a celebrity, the photographer has to refund that group's photo ops that have been purchased up until that point so that everyone can pay the new higher price. More celebrities means more celebrities expect to be paid. I purchased my photo ops. When does the photo op schedule come out? We usually cannot post a photo op schedule until 1 to 2 weeks before the show. I'm not seeing the schedule now, and we're coming into the week of. This is because the photo op schedule has a lot of variables to take into account, including flight times, celebrity panel schedules, and even the preferences of the celebrities themselves. Finally, it is very hard to put together until we are finished announcing celebrities, and we are famous for adding guests at the 11th hour. How much do celebrities charge for autographs? Our most frequent question is one we can't answer. The Scarefest does not include an autograph price in our celebrity contracts. Most will run between $20 and $100. But we have found that many of our celebrities do not even set their price until they see what others are charging. While we may try to collect and post this information ahead of time, it is sometimes wildly inaccurate, and you can guess who gets blamed. However, if you will post about a specific celebrity in our Facebook group, many fans will have some guidance from experience, so you will know what to expect. Do the stars do selfies at their table? Most do, some don't. That's with any of the conventions. Most that choose not to do it that way to avoid holding up their lines longer than necessary. For a specific celebrity, we suggest posting in our Facebook fan group. Most of the time, some of our fans will know how a celebrity has handled selfies in the past. Can we take pictures on Stars Row? Generally, no. All photos and videos of celebrities require their permission and participation. Even authorized media, those with media pass, and that's what I'll have, and our own staff photographers must first obtain permission from Stars Row security before taking pictures and filming. If you're caught photographing on Stars Row without permission, don't be surprised if you're asked by security to delete them immediately. Do the celebrities take credit cards? Don't count on it. While some may, it is still not common practice. You'd be surprised how many people will go home and file a chargeback to beat a guest out of their money. That's mean, but I wouldn't put it past some people. When do the celebrities arrive and leave the expo? It varies. Celebrities are generally expected to be at their booth during the expo hours while they are in town, less breaks and meals, of course. Most will make their way onto the floor during the VIP early admission period. Sometimes flight scheduling requires that they arrive a little late on Friday or leave a little early on Sunday. They try to announce this information as it becomes available. Some celebrities, by contract, will only appear on the expo floor during set times. This information will be clearly posted on the website and announced as it becomes available. If a celebrity, due to other obligations, not scheduled to appear all weekend, we will post this information as clearly as possible on our website. Watch our website and social media posts for updates, as this information can change as the date approaches. Also, keep in mind that sometimes circumstances are out of our control. We can never absolutely guarantee appearance times. Do I have to buy something to meet a celebrity? Maybe not, but you really should. And that goes back to me saying the one time I did that, I felt very strange and I've never done it again. Stars attend conventions such as ours as part of their job. For some conventions, sales are a major source of their income. While there may be opportunities through the course of the weekend to converse with them, if you approach them at their booth, they are on the clock. Good manners dictate that you never hold up a star's line if you're not at their table to purchase something. Most of our celebrities over the years have been more than happy to spend generous amounts of time talking to their fans, but one should not abuse that generosity. The parties and events are another story. Many of our celebrities will attend the VIP party, and usually a few make an appearance or two at other events through the course of the weekend. Those that do are there to interact with their fans. But remember, the parties and events are not photo ops. Always ask if it's okay to take a picture with them. Heck, if they like you, they may offer. Is whatever celebrity coming? We can't tell you until the contract is signed, period. As soon as the celebrity is officially booked, we announce them on the following Friday night via Scarefest Television and post about it on our social media. We do not announce celebrities on verbal commitments. We even have to be careful about letting staff members know who we are in negotiations with because it invariably gets in the public as, I know something you don't. So, again, I'm not going to go through all of this, but I do want to bring this one. So and so canceled. What are you going to do about it? Because I know people ask that, and they know people ask that. There's probably nothing we can do about it. If a guest cancels early enough, we will try to replace them with someone of similar stature. This sounds easy until you remember that most celebrity contracts take a month or more to get finalized. If they cancel close to the expo date, we have very few options. We hate it as much as you do. How can we say that? Because we hate disappointing our fans and we buy non refundable plane tickets. In the end, though, ask any seasoned convention goer and they will tell you never attend any convention based on appearance of any single celebrity. And I've said that too. All conventions experience cancellations, and we have been blessed to have relatively few over the years. There's a lot of life going on out there in the real world. Okay. But I will let you visit the website if you so desire and check on the other frequently asked questions. But I have been on here, about an hour talking about different things. But I am going to stop sharing the screen. But I want you to know that you are free to go back to scarefestweekend.com and check out anything that I may have not covered during this recording. I just wanted to give you a rundown on certain things like who the guests were, who the cancellations were, vendors, talk a little bit about where you can eat and all that stuff. And I also want to remind you again, like I did with the Horror Hound stuff, Have a budget, people. You've got to nowadays. In the early days of conventions, not really. But nowadays, you got to pick and choose, right? And you got to, make wise decisions. And I know, people. There have been one too many times when I've passed up a chance to meet somebody and they unfortunately have passed away and I didn't get a chance to meet them. And I hate to say that them's the breaks, people, but please, please, please do not go into debt. I have been in debt various times in my life, and more times than I want to count. And I would hate to see somebody go into major debt just because they got a bee in their bonnet and they were like, I got to meet everybody that I want to meet because something bad could happen. Okay. Well, something bad will happen if you overspend and get, either in Dutch with your significant other or go under or any number of things, right? I'm sorry for all the noises. I'm probably getting, people are probably messaging me or somebody's probably messaging me. I don't want y'all to think I got like a ton of people that message me uh, all the time. But there were things popping up on Facebook. You probably saw the little things pop up. So, but I want to thank everybody that took time out of their day or night to watch this once I get it up on the channel. And I'm going to try to film before, after, and during at Scarefest. Me and Steve do have media passes. I hope they have said media passes when I get there. And I'm hoping that we don't have to wait in a long line. Steve says we're not getting there early because he says those are the people that are going to have to wait in a long line. So I hope he's right. And I hope we can get in there and we can get the media passes and we can go on our merry way. So keep your fingers crossed for us, folks. And for those of you that are planning on going to Scarefest weekend this weekend, I hope that I see each and every one of you there. And I'm off like a dirty shirt. This is a brand new, freshly pressed shirt. This shirt ain't dirty, but I'm off like one. And I want to remind everybody, as I always do before I get off of here for the night, to be kind to one another and blaze that trail. And that design is available right now, deaditesondeck.com. And I'm out of here for the night, folks. And I'll see everybody next time.